What's up, crypto heads? Hope all is well for you today. Okay, we've got Bitcoin in price discovery mode. Did I say that right? Price discovery mode. Sometimes I get lazy lip. My last couple videos, I've been talking about Bitcoin above or below this previous low here at 56,541. I'm going to put my chart on the screen here in a second. I just want to show you this without the clutter. Now let's look at my chart. Boom. Okay, so the last couple videos I was talking about Bitcoin is in a battleground at 56,541, and it's basically going to decide whether it, whether it continues higher or maybe another further leg down. And this is the daily chart. I just want to show you this. I've drawn in another giant green descending channel. The decline is not steep on this at all. Let's go down to the hourly chart. Right now, Bitcoin is trying to figure out where it wants to go. The 56,541 is this white horizontal line, and it kind of looked like it might have broke out above it, and then it looked like it's going to break down and then back up. And so it's trying to figure it out, right? It's kind of confusion in the market, and you got the German government selling a few $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, and Mt. Gox is repaying people, and they think they're going to sell when they do that, but that's, I think combined it was like 12 billion, and I think Germany only has like 3 billion left, and I think Mt. Gox is like 3 billion, so it's only like 6 or 7 billion left they could possibly sell. And this is a 1.1 trillion market cap Bitcoin right now. It's a $1.1 trillion asset. So in the grand scheme of thing, 6, 7, 8, $12 billion, if they just straight out sold it right now, that's not even really enough to move the market more than a few $1,000s, right? It's just the news and the psychological effect that those news stories have, right? So like, these recent dumps, they're kind of blaming that, but it's not them that's doing it. Now they should be doing it over the counter where they wouldn't affect the price. I'm not sure what the German government's thinking. They're going to kind of look like fools here in a few months when Bitcoin starts going on its post-halving parabolic pump, which is not even started yet, in my opinion. But anyways, let's not go down a rabbit hole. This yellow triangle, symmetrical yellow triangle has formed, and that's why I'm making this video. Bitcoin's kind of, this is just kind of price discovery. And if you notice that 56,541 horizontal line, which marks, like I said at the beginning of the video, it marks the previous low. Back here, right there. See that guy? What in the world? It marks the previous low right there. And, you don't want to, we already broke through there. We already set a new low. And you don't want to stay down below that white line for too long. But this yellow symmetrical triangle is formed. It's got a $5,500 target. Now, the target doesn't have to be hit, but I like to give out the targets for just perspective. I should have made this video last night when I saw the yellow triangle form. It's come down and hit, basically it's made the third data point on the bottom. And so now I'm making a video about it, and I like this a lot. It's no coincidence that this yellow triangle is forming right here, right now, because this is a crucial area. And I've been talking about the support and resistance area here in my last couple of videos. And it's just going up it, above it, below it, above it, support, resistance. It can't figure out what it wants to do, because there's bullish sentiment for sure. And then there's the bearish stories and that junk. If you notice the last couple rejections here, no, this is, don't look at the yellow triangle, but see the dotted lines there. Those are heart lines. When I started the video, I wanted to look at those parallel channels. Those are heart lines. And those are clear rejections from the heart lines. Those are the middle of some of the parallel channels. So that's interesting. I like looking at that. And this yellow triangle is just like the cherry on top. So long story short, say it's a $5,500 target. Say if it were to break down. And now, let's see, this is July 8th while I'm making this video. Now July 9th is here. Another 24 hours. And the July 10th is here. This probably will not make it to July 11th. This will probably be breaking out pretty soon, probably within the next 24 hours. It could be 48 hours from now. It could be, in June 10th, 2 days from now at this time would probably be about the latest. But anyways, let's just give you a ballpark. Say it breaks out on the 9th around dinner time, Central Standard Time. And that would be from 55,000. And let's see what that would do. A $5,000, $500 target from a little over 55,000. What do you know? That would be right about here at the bottom of that range. Did I talk about, I started this video once earlier and I shut it down because I was going down rabbit holes. This previous range here, the range we've been in since March is up here high. And this is a interesting spot for support over here to the right. That's from 53,100 to 50,500 between those two purple lines. I should have mentioned that first. That's no coincidence. This I just have been noticing stuff like this in Bitcoin with these little geometric shapes that puts out, and from 55,200, you're talking about 5,000 or so would be at the bottom of that range. That's interesting. Now let's see if we were to break out the top, 5,500 target from the top. Say it broke out around the same time tomorrow at dinner time, from 57,500. What would that? That would be 62.5. That would be 63,000, which would be boom right there. And that's a curious spot as well, right? Look at that. That's an exact resistance area. It's the top of one of those green channels. It's also a white horizontal line of resistance / support. Going back to the left, lots of support, lots of resistance on that 63,000 line there. And it's perfect correlation with the top of the green channel. And that's just how this works. And I think that's cool. I have no idea if it's going up or down. A good FUD story with some whales taking advantage of it and making people get liquidated. And see, the good thing is up in this area, there was probably a lot of people that are fairly new to this using leverage and maybe high leverage, and they were probably longing, because lots of irresponsible YouTube video makers, oh, it's awesome and great. I'm going from $1 million to 10 million. Watch me long. The price just keeps going down. They say, well, no, this is how you're supposed to do it. Just keep longing with high, with leverage. Just keep going, down, down, right? And they don't ever tell you to short. I don't want to go down that road. But anyways, you can get in trouble listening to YouTube people. But the good news is, right now, is that this was probably, particularly this here. This one here was probably a lot of long leverages. I think it's over $100 million just recently. I think just on this leg down here, about $100 million in leverage, long squeeze, long leverage liquidations. And the thing about that is, those have all been taken out now. So is there enough oomph for whales to manipulate? Right? Is there another long squeeze? Can more long positions be liquidated at this point? To go down, or maybe there's a short squeeze coming. I don't know. I'm long and I'm short. I'm in hedge mode. I'm in a swing trade where I have a long and a short open. So I'm giving out financial advice. I'm not going to be one of those video makers that gives you all this technical analysis and financial advice and then turn around and say it's not financial advice. That's an integrity issue, I think. And I'm not going to say that anymore. I've said it before in the past, but this is financial advice. I'm not a professional financial advisor. I'm shorting Bitcoin and I'm longing Bitcoin. I'm in hedge mode, so I have money at risk, and it's just how it is. And I can give you advice. It's, you're responsible for yourself. Don't, take my advice. Don't take my advice, but this is financial advice. And, I'm just going to tell you how it is on my channel. And, there's nothing illegal about giving financial advice on YouTube. As long as I'm not a financial advisor. That's why I can give financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional financial advisor, and I have money at risk and exactly these things I'm talking about. And anyways, that's enough yammering. I think that yellow triangle is really cool. Now here's my swing trade. I added a couple of little dashes of pepper to my short position the other night, and you can see there it is. I've talked about it before. I don't want to make this video any longer, but there's my trade. And if it goes up, that's fine. If it goes down, that's fine. I have long orders set to fill a little above my $51,000 liquidation price, and then all the way down to like $47,000. I have long set to protect my long. And I might, if price goes down a little more, I might take profit on that short and then maybe open up another short, or I might just let it run. I got other things to do today. I've been changing both the tires on my motorcycle. And so I could have taken profit earlier. I knew I should have. I could have made, but I'm just busy. So that's why I'm in a swing trade. I don't have time to sit here and day trade right now. And so I'm got this swing trade and hedge mode going. It's working real well. And I do want to give you the advice that if you are using leverage, now, if you're not comfortable using leverage, then don't do it, because you can get in serious trouble if you don't know what you're doing. Just investing in dollar cost averaging on the spot market is probably the best way to go. And now is a wonderful time to be buying Bitcoin, dollar cost averaging right now. Just investing on the spot market, because we're not at the Bitcoin. We're not even at the halving pump yet, right? That's still probably a couple months away. And so, anyways, that's that. And, that short position, my liquidation price is 70,000. So by the time, if I just let it sit there now, and say if Bitcoin pumped up to 70,000 in a couple of weeks, my long position will be in about $4,000 profit. And my short, I only have $1,300 wrapped up in that short. So you can see how that's working. Now there's a gazillion different ways this can play out. So, right. I might take profit on that short when Bitcoin's at $80,000 on a correction, right? And I've added to that short way up high after I took beautiful profit on that long. Or maybe in a few hours I take profit on that short because it dumped down to 53,000 again, and then maybe open a short again. That's just how this is just so flexible, right? I can't explain how I'm going to do something because I don't know what I'm going to do yet, right? And the beautiful thing about doing it like this is, you don't have to worry about doing stuff right away, this and that, but you have to have a good feel for what's going on. But as you can see, this triangle here, if it dumps, I'm fine. If it pumps, I'm even finer, and I just want to open your eyes, because that's how Wall Street's always making money, right? That's why they call it legalized crime. I kind of figured it out a while back, how they're doing it, and they have different products to do it with, but that's how they're doing it, right? They're always long and short at the same time. And as soon as your mind is, I just want to open your mind to that fact, right? This is likely how you should be doing it if you're not a highly skilled day trader, right? And if there's basically three ways to do this, in my opinion. Just invest dollar cost average, play the long game on the spot market, no leverage. You can be a highly skilled day trader, and that's going to take you a few years of experience. And the third way is, what you need experiences too, is just swing trading. That's kind of in between spot market and day trading. But I do want to open your eyes to the hedge mode swing trade, because that's likely how Wall Street is constantly making money. That's how they never lose, right? The price goes down, they take profit. Or if the price goes up, they take profit. So I just want to open your eyes, open your mind to that, and let you kick that around. And if you have $1,000, right now is not a bad time. If you have $1,000 that you'd want to play with, open a $200 long and a $200 short leverage right now at the same price, and you keep $600 in dry powder, keeping dry powder is the main goal, so you can make adjustments. And as you can see, my long is 7x, my short is 4x, and there's all kinds of different things you can do. Some sites, some exchanges might not let you do it on the same screen like this. They might not have a hedge mode, but you can make sub accounts where on one account you can be long, on another account you can be short, and you can do it like that. But anyways, I just want to open your eyes to that possibility. I do believe this is how Wall Street is legalized crime. I hate to say that, but I'm going to play the game the way the game is played. Either that or get off the field, right? All right. I hope you enjoyed this. I went a little longer than I wanted to. That yellow triangle is a beautiful sight. That white horizontal line of 56541 is almost in the center of that symmetrical triangle. It's just a little higher than center. And I think that's just a beautiful sight, the way those targets lined up. And there it is. I'll just leave that on my screen. And in a few days, I'll come back and make a video. I'll leave those targets the way they are. I'll leave that is my cat's bothering me. I'll leave that right there the way it is. On my next video, we'll see what happens. All right, I'm out. Later. Don't forget to like and subscribe.